You become aware of the issue debacle with jobs and only blacks being employed?
2 years ago, I've noticed this on Facebook. It was posted on Facebook about these posts that were made available, and one single colored person were taken on for the jobs. And that is when we decided to go public and put the post on Facebook and ask people to come and join us.
What happened after you became aware of what was going on?
There was no joy coming from the department. We tried to engage the department because this is blatant discrimination. This is racial profiling of the highest order. The department was as arrogant as you can expect. At which stage I said to Suleiman, let's organize a protest. What we did is, you guys know about it. We called on the community to come out. Good few hundred kids came out there with their CVs, and the department still didn't listen. The word we got from people inside the department is what the idea was, that colored people can't mobilize forever. This thing will die out. At the same time that Clifton thing happened, with Faiz Jacobs, who is the provincial secretary of the ANC, his family was kicked off Clifton Beach, and that gave rise to the biggest protest we've ever seen on a beach since the days of apartheid. I then called Faiz angrily. I said to him, Faiz, you know what, when it affects your family, you can bus in people, but at the Department of Labour, we got the same issue, where people are being chased away and excluded. To his credit, Faiz Jacobs stepped up, called the department to a meeting, and from there, we are where we are today. The department has now put out adverts for Mitchells Plain people only, which is a first. However, it's for a retail course and it's only for 2 months. Now, you don't want to give our people permanent jobs. You think that we're good enough to be casuals, you can go and get stuffed. This doesn't end here. We are in consultation with our advocate, who has advised us that we are going to take us to the Equality Court, Mr. Stellenboom, and we are looking at no, we're not looking at it, there's a definite class action coming. We've got to appeal to the people who have placed their CVs in the boxes for these jobs, the people who were never shortlisted, who were never longlisted, because we believe that due to the department's inability to answer simple questions, that they've disposed of your CVs. The Department of Labour must know that they cannot impose sanctions on our people when it comes to job opportunities. The Department of Labour is possibly the most arrogant entity I've ever come across. They are unapologetic. They lie to your face. They lie to the Human Rights Commission. They've been trying to cover up what they've done, and we won't let you get away with it. I can promise you that. It's not discrimination against the people of Mitchells Plain. It's discrimination against the so-called colored people as a whole. Because remember, there were posts available in Bellville, there were posts available in George, in Beaufort West. Not a single so-called colored person was considered. That tells you everything. The Human Rights Commission has also determined that we are underrepresented at the Department of Labour. This is, the sickening part is, the Department of Labour is the custodian of the Employment Equity Act. If they can violate our people, then everybody else will. The reason you walk into SAPS and you don't see colored people. The reason you walk into Woolworths and you don't see brown people. You can walk into Transnet and you don't see brown people. Why? Because the Department of Labour has set a precedent. The Human Rights Commission is a Chapter 9 institution. Its finding is as good as any court finding. You can take this thing on review if you like. I can promise you the court's going to find the exact same thing. So the Department of Labour and the new minister can fight this thing as much as they want to. The outcome's going to be the same. Every allegation that we made, the Commission ruled in favour of. We didn't suck this out of our thumbs. This is things we see. It's our lived reality. That in this country they don't want to employ us. Look around us. Look, nobody works here. Why does nobody work here? Because government doesn't want us to work. They want to see us on the SASA line. Firstly, we're going to post the ad today, asking all people that have applied to come forward so that we can determine what's happened to your CVs. That's the first step. The second step is then we're going to put in chronological order the steps Suleiman Stellenboom and I have taken from day one to this point, to show to the court that these people have been unreasonable, that this is supposed to be public information. If you walk into a government department and say, okay guys, where's my tax money going? They're supposed to share it with you. They've tried to hide it, to cover it, and you know what? The final straw for me is this bloody advert offering people from Mitchells Plain only an opportunity to come and work for 2 months. You can employ a provincial manager for Labour from the Eastern Cape, for him to come here and hire people from the Eastern Cape, while Capetonians must sit here and go hungry. That thing must go home.
Can I help you?
Yes, you can.
Yes, I'm an ANC member in good standing, but if I have to stand up against the ANC for their wrongdoings, I won't do that. Now that is the reason why I'm full out to give exposure around this, because it's totally corruption that's taking place. Look at our youth. Look at the time now. It's 11 o'clock. They're sitting on the corners of the street or the streets. No work for them. They're involved with drugs because of corruption like that. Not opportunities for our people. I think it's by time we have to unite and stand together and fight the bread and butter issues and get away with all these corruptions in our area.
Do you think that the timing of that ad that appeared yesterday on Facebook, Mr. Mawela was contacted 2 days before that, before the story broke in a local publication. There was no response from Mr. Mawela, and then a day after that the post appeared on social media about learnerships only for the people of Mitchell's Plain. What do you read into the timing of that?
It's a clear knee-jerk ad. It is done so amateurishly. You can see it was done in a hurry. This is just to placate us. Here, there, what not free. We're not going to fall for this. And it's not just about Mawela. It's about his boss also. Lamati, the DG, his brother is in possession of nothing but a matric certificate. He's been promoted over so-called colored people with degrees, like some type of super employee. From what I heard, he was in line for another promotion, but that's not going to happen either. This department has become the fiefdom of people from the Eastern Cape.
What is the actual complaint against the department? What is the case that's going to be made against him, or must it still be formulated?
Look, I'm not going to jeopardize what we're busy with. I'll let the advocate, the really smart guy, do his work. There's a few things that we're looking at, so I'm just going to hold on to that if you don't mind too much. But it's going to be serious because for me, this is how I see it. In 2009, that idiot that they call Jimmy Manye, he was the Director General of Labour. He said at the time that there's an oversupply of colored people. Now I'm telling you now that we can prove since 2009, since that idiot Jimmy Manye opened his mouth and said that thing, right? Up till now, 2019, there's been a concerted effort here in the Western Cape to fuck us. That is what we are out to prove. So, like I say, if it means that the president himself has got to stand in the dock of the Constitutional Court, that's where we go. We take this wherever we have to, but this humiliation is not going to go unpunished. You know how many good kids are being locked up today because of a lack of opportunity? Too many. No more. The Constitutional Court has already ruled, in the case of the Correctional Services 6, that when you employ, you have to take into account provincial demographics. The law should only be applied. They are overlooking this law. By overlooking this law, they are killing us. They know what they're doing. They know exactly what they do. They're going to keep doing it if we don't do something about it. Now here's the call. The call is to all of those who say that they are community activists. I know most of you don't like me. And I'm totally okay because I'm not that likable. Come aboard, man. Help us win this fight. This is the biggest fight that we as a people have had since the dawn of democracy. This is the first time we can prove that they're throwing our CVs into dirt bins. Get up there. We got a game on.